So I got a rather random email this week. It was from a 13-year-old in Pennsylvania who said he was really into politics and collected autographs and wanted me to send him something that was signed so he could add it to his collection. I said, okay, so I sent him one of these. It's been a while since I've actually read questions from the cards, but these are real questions submitted to me by friends, family members, and concerned citizens. You can text questions to me at 760-902-0832. Why do you think so many people don't recognize that the leaders they have voted for are using the same World War II villain playbook? It's been a while since I've been in a public classroom, but I don't know if history and civics lessons are being taught the way I was taught when I was in high school, so that could be a factor. And also, based on exit polling, people were short-sighted. Prices were up, inflation was up, and they thought an authoritarian dictator who claimed to be a businessman would be better for them. And they were wrong. How do you feel about members of Congress having to deal with health insurance and retirement? I know people don't like to hear this, but being a member of Congress is a job, and it does require a lot of work, and people are entitled to a salary and health benefits. But at the same time, so many people in this country are working harder than Congress people, and they're not having the same salary or the same health benefits. So yeah, there needs to be an equilibrium reset. What can Democrats do to help small businesses? I can tell you from my small business that deals with online sales and shipping, the post office in this country needs to be better protected by Congress. Postal rates keep going up, and frankly, there's no reason they should be going up. The post office is a service for the American people. And if we tax the rich at a more fair interest rate, we could lower the costs of postal services, and people with small businesses can use the post office a lot better and have a lot higher profits. I also think there are certain things like small business loans and capped on commercial real estate that could be implemented by Congress to help small businesses. And when I say small businesses, I'm talking about your local restaurants, your local stores, not your chains, not your multi-billion-dollar corporations. Those are the small businesses in the country that Congress needs to actually fight for. What would you say when a fellow Democrat begins to support Republican views and issues? This is basically the John Fetterman conundrum, and at this point, John Fetterman is Kirsten Sinema in a hoodie. And let's face it, if he decides to run for re-election, he is going to get clobbered because the Democrats in Pennsylvania are not happy with him. I think people are entitled to change their mind, and I think people are entitled to listen to other perspectives when they're in office because they're supposed to support an array of people, not just the people who voted for them, but also the people that didn't vote for them. But when you thumb your nose at your own voters the way John Fetterman has, you're going to get pushback. How would you spend a day free of social and community obligations? Quality time with my husband. How will you keep your constituents engaged? Well, I was hoping this would be a way to keep constituents engaged with mixed results. My whole thing about keeping constituents engaged is, look, I give out my email and I give out my phone number. If you want to engage with me, I am always available. And right now, the only engagement I get from constituents is emails telling me to drop out. So thanks for that. There is only 2 weeks left before the primary on June 2nd. I will continue making these videos and doing episodes of Highly Questionable. And the Friday after the primary, I will do what I'm calling our season 1 finale, where I've taken questions from friends about what this whole process of running for Congress has been like, what my experience has been, and I will share my thoughts on that. Until then, keep your eyes open.